How's it going, lads? So, game week 16 of the Premier League season, and it wasn't a good one. Not only because a lot of the games weren't great by standard, dare I say a lot of them were boring, but two matches, the Everton-Man City game and the Tottenham-Fulham game, were called off due to the whole COVID-19 pandemic, which two games in the same week, I would say that doesn't exactly bode well for the Premier League going forward. The last thing we want is for the league, for football to just stop altogether. But that's just speculation at this moment in time, so let's focus on the games that were played and dive into who's flying high. I'm going to go for Man United. Back when they lost 1-0 to Arsenal, people were kind of screaming crisis, but since then, they're unbeaten in the league, and I'm pretty sure they've won most of the games in that time period. The only exceptions were against Leicester and Manchester City. So the performances have been inconsistent. There's no denying that, but the results just keep coming. I mean, they were poor against Southampton, against West Ham. They weren't great again against Wolves in this game, but they managed to squeak out a win in every single one of them. And that's landed them in second in the table, 3 points behind Liverpool, with a game in hand. So I think it's finally time to start accepting that Man United are well in this title race. For who dropped the ball, I'm going with Sheffield United. They lost 1-0 to Burnley, and look, nobody likes going away to Burnley. Turf Moor is a hard place to play at, but when you're in Sheffield's position, 2 points so far, coming up to the halfway point of the season, and you're playing against anyone in and around that relegation battle, you need to try and capitalise. And like I said, it was 1-0 to Burnley. Doesn't exactly scream of any endeavour from Sheffield United. David McGoldrick tried to make a few things happen. Nobody else in the squad looked overly interested for them. They all looked as if they've accepted their fate already. And to be honest, I'd be inclined to agree with them at this point, because it does already look like it's a matter of when, not if, that Sheffield are officially relegated. For shock of the week, I'm going for that 5-0 Leeds win away to West Brom. I mean, my choices were fairly limited here. From the 7 other games played, there was 2 1-all draws, 2-0 all draws, and 3 1-0 wins. So nothing overly shocking going on there. I was confident Leeds would win this, even away from home. Leeds tore up the Championship last season, so no real reason to think they wouldn't be able to get a win here. But 5-0 against a Big Sam team, they would have been, I would say, riding on a high following that draw against Liverpool. And I think this has maybe grounded Big Sam a bit more, made him realise just exactly what kind of squad he's dealing with. It started off with that crazy Romain Sawyer's own goal, and it was all downhill for them from there. But I don't think Big Sam will be happy losing 5-0 to anyone, never mind a team that's also just been promoted. So he'll probably give that West Brom team a kick up the ass, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see them come back with a result in their next game. For star of the week, I'm going for Karl Darlow, who became the first goalkeeper in the league this season to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool. And Newcastle have Martin Dubravka sitting on the bench. I'm a big fan of his, think he's a fantastic keeper. So it would take something special from Karl Darlow in recent weeks to keep him out of the team. And, well, this performance was it, because Liverpool looked bang on to score several times in this game. Karl Darlow kept them out on every occasion. Okay, Liverpool weren't great in the match overall, but they did still have their chances. Karl Darlow said no, and he's my player of the week. A few other notable moments this week were Crystal Palace putting a halt to their recent run of terrible matches with the draw against Leicester. Not a win, but still something for them. Aston Villa continued their fine form, going to Chelsea and taking a point from them. And Arsenal managed to pick up another 3 points. I think it's the first time since the start of the season that they've gotten consecutive wins. So, boola bus for ye. And yeah, that's it for this one, lads. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment below if you agree or disagree with what I've had to say, subscribe for more footy chats, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video.